So obviously lots of viewers will remember you from back in the day in Hollyoaks. So
Yeah.
what's it been like returning to Soapland?
It's been brilliant. I mean, Hollyoaks was very fast paced, a really quick turnaround, so that you had to be on the ball with your lines. And it's the same here. We film about 9, 10 scenes a day. It's really quick. It's back to back, and so it is just like jumping on the treadmill again. And I think for anyone who's not done this job before, it would be quite daunting on paper. It's things like getting your schedule and your scripts, and finding where your name is and what scenes you're in. And it's just like second nature to me, thankfully.
What about some of your old Hollyoaks co-stars? Do you ever catch up with any of them?
Yes, one of my best friends from Hollyoaks, Michaela Dodd, she played Chloe. She's actually having a baby soon. So yeah, I'm going to be hopefully seeing more of Michaela. Sarah Dornacy played Mandy. And Alex Carter, who played my brother in Hollyoaks, is my brother in this. So I can't get away from him. Stuck with Alex. But yeah, he's lovely.
Can you drop a few hints for him to maybe come back?
Do you know what? I said that as soon as I came. I said to him, "You need to come back, just because it'd be brilliant to work with him." But yeah, I think he's got another job now till the end of the summer, so it won't be in the near future.
So tell us, so with Carly, what can viewers kind of expect? What kind of effect is she going to have on the village?
She's the Del Boy of the Dales. Is the title I'm giving her. She's a dodgy dealer with a big heart, but it's at the minute hidden by a lot of anger and being bitter and just the fact she's been neglected. So I think she's very complex, and I think the audience they'll first of all, I don't think they'll like her, and then I think they'll find her quite funny, and then eventually feel sorry for her, and hopefully she'll come full circle, and people will realise that she's a genuinely sweet girl who's just had a really hard life, and this is the result of it. So I think a few counselling sessions with her dad, and get her back on her feet again.
Cool. So obviously you've done other bits and stuff. You've done Casualty, done some stage stuff since you left, and I think you did some horror films. Is that right?
Yes.
I think one of yours played at Fright Fest.
Yes.
I can't remember what it was called, but
Dyatlov Pass, or 13 hours.
13 hours, I think
yeah.
it was. Yeah, I wanted to just ask you about some of the other stuff, and I think you've been to America as well.
Yeah.
How did you find sort of whole Hollywood experience?
It was brilliant. I mean, working out in the States was daunting. Thankfully, I only did the voiceover stuff in the States for the film. The film Dyatlov Pass was an American movie, but it was filmed in Russia for 9 weeks. And then when we wrapped the film, and we had to go over to LA to do all the sound effects, and it was quite funny because I was in my booth doing my voiceover stuff, and I looked to the left, and in the next booth it was Will Ferrell doing some stuff for a film. So I was like, hey. So that was quite cool. But yeah, it's nice to be back home, and half an hour from home, and be in the lovely Yorkshire Dales.
Lovely. Was that a part of the draw for you in sort of joining Emmerdale, that it is in the UK and it's not so far away from your sort of family and friends?
Yeah, definitely. To me, it makes such a difference being able to go home after a day's work. I mean, for 3 years I used to film and then go back to the same hotel, the same food menu, and the staff were lovely, and the city was lovely where I was staying, but I've got a dog and a boyfriend, and I'm close to my family, so it's nice to go home and see them. I just realised I said dog before boyfriend, which genuinely is the order it is. I miss my dog more than my fella. But yeah, I just love like weekends and stuff I spent at home, just doing gardening and cleaning, and I love homely stuff.
With your career, are you sort of happy with the way it's gone? Is there anything you would have liked to have done, or in between shows?
I'm really happy, to be honest, with how it's gone. I looked back when I was turning 30. I had a bucket list, and I thought, I've done bungee jumps, and I've swum with great white sharks, and skydived, and lived in jungles, and I've done the Great Wall of China, and so many amazing things. And I thought, gosh, I've not done bad considering, and it's all because of my career. All of them were done through jobs. Met some amazing actors and great friends, and learnt so much about the industry and how it's run and stuff. So yeah, it's been a good ride.
It sounds like you're keeping yourself sort of really grounded. I kind of imagine there's this kind of glamorous showbiz world that you could sort of fall into and get lots of fabulous parties and be photographed. I mean, what are the sort of things for you that keep you grounded?
For me, being grounded is all about, I think, family first and foremost. They're the people who know you best, and they see you at the hardest times in your life, and the milestones of coming of age and stuff. When I was starting out, there was always the invite to come and live in London. There's these clubs and this and that and this opening, and I just never really, although I did go through a phase of going out with my girlfriends, like most people do, I was never drawn to the whole bright lights, big city. I've always stayed living in Bury, where I grew up. I've got 4 girlfriends from Bury. I've got loads of mates and acquaintances, but my 4 girlfriends, they know everything about me, and it's nice to just surround yourself with those people who have got your best interests at heart, and not just after a percentage at the end of the day.